Have you noticed how so many people chase miracle solutions to live longer while ignoring the greatest secret to longevity? The truth is, it's not a trendy new diet or an expensive supplement that guarantees vitality and healthy aging. What truly sustains a long life lies in how we deal with our emotions, in our ability to keep emotional balance and serenity in the face of chaos. Stoicism, this ancient philosophy, teaches that mental health and inner peace are just as important as the food you put on your plate. Think about it. What good are healthy habits if the mind remains a prisoner of anxiety and stress? The body simply cannot endure living in constant alert mode. That's where Stoic wisdom steps in, offering mental discipline, resilience, and life purpose to face adversities without burning out from within. This philosophy doesn't just protect your health, it extends vital energy, strengthens mental toughness, and creates a healthy lifestyle that translates directly into longevity. And the most surprising part, it's within reach of anyone who decides to apply these teachings. When someone learns to control their own emotions, they uncover a powerful secret of Stoicism: serenity in the face of life's storms. Chronic stress is like a silent thief, stealing vital energy and cutting longevity short. By practicing emotional balance, a person avoids impulsive reactions, protecting both mental and physical health. This mastery of emotions not only creates inner calm, but also shapes a healthy lifestyle that strengthens the body against the wear and tear of time. Imagine a daily situation: chaotic traffic, constant noise, tight deadlines. A person who practices Stoic philosophy takes a deep breath, remains calm, and chooses not to be a hostage of agitation. This attitude doesn't eliminate external problems, but it reduces internal strain, protecting the heart and strengthening emotional resilience. Serenity in these moments is like an invisible shield against premature aging. Modern studies already show that people who manage stress live longer and better. Stoicism, long before science proved it, taught that inner peace was the key to a balanced life. By reducing stress, the body responds with fewer inflammations, better sleep, and renewed vitality. It's like watering a plant daily. Over time, healthy growth becomes inevitable. In practice, controlling emotions can begin with small actions: meditating for a few minutes, walking in silence, or journaling your thoughts. These healthy habits are simple, but build mental discipline and strengthen inner peace. By adopting such practices, the mind finds serenity, and the body responds with vitality and longevity. A classic example is Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. Each page teaches how to reflect on challenging situations and maintain emotional balance even amid turbulence. By absorbing these lessons, one realizes that stress reduction is not a luxury, but a necessity for well-being. This path of emotional mastery, when walked with consistency, naturally opens the door to another essential Stoic lesson: learning to accept what is beyond our control. One of the most transformative pillars of Stoicism is the acceptance of what we cannot control. This posture doesn't mean passivity, but emotional intelligence to distinguish what deserves energy and what must be left aside. By understanding that many situations in life are beyond our reach, we reduce anxiety and preserve our vital energy. This acceptance generates serenity and contributes directly to longevity. Since unnecessary stress is one of the greatest enemies of health, think of something simple: a flight cancelled because of bad weather. Someone who does not accept the uncontrollable gets frustrated, loses inner peace, and suffers emotionally. But one who practices Stoic philosophy understands that anger at the rain won't make the plane take off. Instead, they redirect their energy to what can be done: reading a good book, reflecting, or resting. This shift in attitude directly impacts emotional balance and physical well-being. Accepting what is beyond our control also means living with more lightness. Instead of fighting against the tide, we learn to row with it, saving vital energy. This doesn't make us indifferent, but wise, capable of investing time and mental discipline in what truly builds a balanced life: healthy habits, strong relationships, and a clear sense of purpose. This practice improves quality of life and supports healthy aging. To apply this teaching, a useful exercise is to write 2 columns on paper. On one side, list what is within your control, on the other, what is not. This simple reflection brings clarity about where to invest effort. Over time, this Stoic discipline trains the mind to act with focus and serenity, reducing emotional strain. Books like The Art of Living by Epictetus offer practical insights into this acceptance. Each teaching reminds us that trying to control the uncontrollable is wasting vital energy. When we understand this, the mind gains tranquility and the body gains vitality. Acceptance is not giving up. It's redirecting efforts toward what can truly be transformed. And this mental clarity, born from acceptance, naturally leads us to another fundamental virtue: mental discipline and the healthy habits that sustain a long and balanced life. Mental discipline is the key that transforms good intentions into real results. In Stoicism, cultivating healthy habits isn't just about looks or productivity, it's about survival and longevity. Those who practice emotional balance with consistency understand that taking care of both body and mind is an act of Stoic wisdom. Balanced nutrition, restorative sleep, and regular exercise aren't minor details. They are the pillars of a healthy lifestyle that extend vitality. Think of something simple: choosing between spending hours scrolling on social media or dedicating 20 minutes to a walk. Mental discipline helps you see that this small daily act has a direct impact on mental health, physical strength, and even inner peace. It's in these seemingly ordinary choices that a balanced life is built. Stoicism shows us that every choice shapes the future, and healthy habits accumulated over time transform into emotional resilience and a stronger body. This commitment requires focus, but also delivers rewards. Sleeping well, for instance, isn't just resting. It's allowing the brain to recover, stress levels to drop, and vital energy to be replenished. Eating consciously isn't about following trendy diets, but about nourishing the body with quality, ensuring longevity and healthy aging. Stoic discipline transforms basic care into acts of wisdom, connecting health to life's purpose. One practical way to apply this discipline is by creating small routines. Waking up at the same time, planning meals, and setting aside moments for reflection or meditation are examples of mental discipline applied to daily life. This consistency generates serenity and strengthens emotional resilience. Over time, people realize that taking care of the body also means caring for the mind, and both together pave the way for a balanced life. Books like The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg explain how small, sustained changes create major transformations. Stoic philosophy, on the other hand, provides the direction so that these habits aren't just trends, but solid practices that elevate quality of life. It's consistency, not perfection, that extends vitality. And once discipline becomes second nature, something even more valuable naturally arises: resilience, the ability to face life's difficulties without losing serenity. Resilience is not just about enduring hardships, but about turning adversity into fuel for growth. Stoicism teaches that life will always place obstacles in our path, and the difference between weakness and strength lies in how we respond. A resilient mind, trained by Stoic philosophy, does not crumble easily. This emotional balance protects against stress-related illnesses and strengthens mental health, extending longevity and preserving a balanced life even in turbulent times. Imagine someone suddenly losing their job. The common reaction might be despair, but Stoic resilience teaches us to seek serenity and inner peace, viewing the situation as an opportunity to redirect life's purpose. This mastery of emotions preserves vital energy and opens space for new possibilities. While many collapse under despair, those who practice resilience find the strength to reinvent themselves, maintaining the calm needed to protect both physical and emotional health. Resilience also reveals itself in daily challenges: an unexpected criticism, a long wait in line, a conflict at work. In these moments, Stoic philosophy reminds us that control lies in our reactions, not in the events themselves. By maintaining inner calm, we avoid unnecessary strain and reinforce our emotional resistance. This constant training strengthens the mind, creating an invisible armor against the blows of the external world. Simple practices such as guided meditation or deep breathing in moments of crisis help cultivate resilience. Journaling gratitude or reading works like Letters from a Stoic by Seneca can also inspire us to face difficulties with serenity. These actions nurture mental discipline and provide clear examples of how to maintain emotional balance amid chaos. The body responds to this resilient stance with more vitality, less stress, and healthier aging. Resilience is not the absence of pain, but the ability to walk through it with Stoic wisdom. It's in this process that one discovers the mind can be as strong as the body, and that tranquility is more powerful than any storm. By cultivating this mental strength, a person becomes not only resistant, but also more human, aware that every challenge is part of a healthy and meaningful lifestyle. And by strengthening this resilient posture, one naturally begins to seek something even higher: serenity and inner peace, the very foundation of a long and fulfilling life. Serenity is like a silent medicine that strengthens both body and mind. Stoicism teaches that when we cultivate inner peace, we don't just calm the heart, we also boost the immune system and extend longevity. Tranquility is Stoic wisdom in action, capable of reducing stress and bringing emotional balance. Living in serenity doesn't mean a life without problems, but rather learning to move through them without losing your center. Think of someone under constant work pressure, tight deadlines, endless demands, tough decisions. Without serenity, anxiety takes over, stress rises and health begins to decline. But someone who cultivates inner calm learns to breathe deeply, organize priorities, and face each challenge with clarity of mind. This healthy lifestyle protects against emotional strain and strengthens vital energy, allowing body and mind to function in harmony. Inner peace can be nurtured with simple practices: moments of silence at dawn, mindful walks in nature, or reading inspiring works such as Epictetus's Enchiridion are all ways to develop mental discipline. Small daily rituals, repeated consistently, work as anchors to maintain emotional balance and preserve well-being. The impact of serenity goes beyond the emotional sphere. Studies show that people who cultivate tranquility have lower risks of heart disease, better sleep quality, and healthier aging. The body responds positively when the mind is at rest. This connection proves that serenity is not just a mental state, but a habit that directly influences vitality and the extension of life. Seeking inner peace is also an act of self-knowledge. By reflecting on our own thoughts and emotions, we learn to recognize what truly matters and discard what drains our energy. This clarity strengthens Stoic discipline and gives purpose to each day, transforming life into a space of fulfillment and quality. Serenity becomes then a life purpose, capable of guiding every choice. And once we learn to cultivate this profound serenity, another essential Stoic exercise naturally arises: constant reflection and the pursuit of self-knowledge, which deepen the journey toward longevity. Constant reflection is like a mirror that doesn't distort but reveals. Stoicism invites us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and choices with honesty, creating room for self-knowledge. This habit is essential for mental health because it helps correct mistakes before they become burdens. Those who commit to reflection discover not only their flaws but also their true purpose in life, achieving emotional balance and longevity. A practical example is journaling. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote daily reflections, evaluating his attitudes and thoughts. This exercise strengthens mental discipline, expands serenity, and reduces stress. By writing, a person notices recurring patterns and learns to shape behavior, building healthy habits that sustain inner peace and extend vitality. Reflection also reveals what truly drains vital energy. Often, it's not the big problems that rob us of tranquility, but small distractions and accumulated worries. By analyzing this carefully, the mind gains clarity to eliminate excesses and nurture only what supports a balanced life. This prioritization is an act of Stoic wisdom applied to everyday living. Practices like meditation or moments of silence at the end of the day also serve as tools for self-knowledge. The mind finds inner calm and learns to observe thoughts without clinging to them. This training strengthens emotional resilience and makes it possible to live with more serenity and quality of life while preserving mental health. Reflection is not only about looking inward, but also about acting consciously in the world. When people understand their limits and values, they create healthier relationships, make wiser decisions, and live with more vital energy. Self-knowledge becomes a source of mental strength, sustaining the Stoic discipline necessary to live longer and better. And by deepening this practice of reflection and self-knowledge, the journey naturally leads to the final cornerstone that completes Stoic longevity: clarity of values and a life purpose that guides every choice. Living without purpose is like sailing in open waters without a compass. Any wind can push you off course. Stoicism teaches that clarity of values gives meaning to life and strengthens the mental discipline necessary for longevity. When someone discovers their life purpose, challenges stop being heavy burdens and become steps toward growth. This awareness not only brings serenity, but also preserves vital energy, ensuring emotional balance and mental health. Picture someone who wakes up every day just to perform mechanical tasks. The body moves, but the mind quickly burns out. Now think of someone who gets out of bed knowing their actions serve a greater purpose, caring for family, helping the community, or developing a talent. This clarity fuels mental strength, lowers stress, and increases vitality. Living with purpose is one of the keys to healthy aging and a balanced life. Strong values are like an invisible armor. When faced with tough decisions, a person guided by Stoicism does not hesitate because they already know what truly matters. This firmness reduces anxiety and brings inner calm, making choices flow with peace of mind. Aligning values and actions consistently creates well-being and enhances quality of life. In practice, defining a purpose can start with simple questions. What truly motivates me? What principles will I never give up? Writing down these answers and reviewing them often helps maintain focus. In this exercise, self-knowledge finds its highest use, guiding Stoic discipline toward consistent choices. Clarity of values becomes fuel for resilience and serenity. Books like Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning show how pursuing purpose can even save lives in the harshest conditions. Similarly, Stoicism reminds us that living aligned with life purpose strengthens both mind and body, ensuring vitality and longevity. The union of clarity, purpose, and mental discipline completes the cycle of a healthy lifestyle, resilient against the passing of time. And when all these pillars connect, emotional control, acceptance, discipline, resilience, serenity, reflection, and purpose, they form a solid path to live longer, with vital energy and fulfillment, supported by Stoic wisdom. Now that you've walked through the pillars of Stoic wisdom, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep living on autopilot, letting stress drain your vital energy, or will you apply these lessons to build a balanced and resilient life? The choice. Here's yours. Stoicism is not just an old philosophy, it's a practical tool to achieve serenity, mental discipline, self-knowledge, and purpose, the very ingredients of longevity. Pause for a moment and reflect. How much healthier would your mind be if you mastered your emotions instead of being mastered by them? How much lighter would life feel if you accepted the uncontrollable without wasting energy? And how much vitality would you gain if you built habits of resilience and inner calm? These answers aren't in some distant future. They're in the present, in the decisions you make today. So here's my challenge. Will you wait another day to change, or will you start now to apply Stoicism to your lifestyle? If this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, you'll continue learning how to strengthen your mind, cultivate peace, and live a longer, more purposeful life.